Hey everyone, it's CR7 here, and welcome to this week's post-race thoughts and recap video of the New Hampshire race, or the Crayon 301. I think that's the title of the race. But anyways, this race was pretty eventful, and you'll see in my race notes. Also very interesting. So we get a caution-free stage 1. Nothing really happened in the first stage. And Christopher Bell took the stage 1 victory. He called first dibs on playoff points in today's race. Then stage 2 begins at lap 78. Then at lap 124, green flag pit stops begin. Then at lap 142, the first caution for cause today was for Daniel Hemrick spinning out off of turn 2. And then while on pit road under the caution, Alex Bowman has an engine failure, resulting in smoke billowing from the exhaust pipes, and that ended his race. Then restart lap 149. And at lap 154, Noah Gragson and Kyle Busch get together in turn 1, bringing out the caution. First of many accidents for Kyle Busch in this race. He hasn't really had the 2024 campaign he was hoping for, but I'm sure he'll turn it around before the playoffs begin. Then restart at lap 160, and Denny Hamlin took the second stage victory. Then final stage begins at lap 194. And on the restart, Joey Logano and Chase Elliott get together. I think Elliott gets spun, I do believe. That resulted in the caution coming out. And then restart lap 200. Then one lap later, Corey LaJoie spins on the back straightaway. And I think Keselowski narrowly missed it. Keselowski's actually running a Boston Red Sox themed car because they're near Massachusetts, or at Massachusetts, somewhere in that area. Then restart lap 206. Then at lap 210, Truex backed into the wall off of turn 4 after he was spun by Keselowski. Then restart at lap 215. And then one lap later, Kyle Busch gets spun again as Priest and Gralla, Ryan Priest and Kaz Gralla get together as well. And then rain arrived at the racetrack. Race stopped due to rain at lap 220. It was a long wait too. 6:02 p.m. Eastern time. I'm on the Eastern time zone. The Air Titans get to work. Page number 2. Then 20 minutes later, the car covers come off and wet weather tires are applied. And then 6:40 p.m. Eastern time, the drivers get called with the cars. And 4 minutes later, the engines are fired and the cars return on the track. And also a little freak moment here with Kyle Busch that ultimately ended his race. While under caution, Kyle Busch, entering turn 4, he hit the wall, actually lost control and hit the wall. He abandoned his car on the front straightaway. So that just makes matters worse for the 8 team. They haven't been doing well this year, as I said earlier. And also under caution, Corey LaJoie spun off of turn 2, getting up to speed. So... Restart with 73 laps to go, which marks the start of the use of the wet weather tires in this one. Then with 67 laps to go, Chastain gets spun off of turn 4. He didn't hit anything. Then restart lap with 60 laps to go. Then with 45 laps to go, Corey LaJoie spins out again. Then restart lap with 39 laps to go. Then with 37 laps to go, a pileup in turn 1 involving Noah Gragson spinning out and collecting Austin Dillon and Bubba Wallace, who went head on to the wall. Unfortunate end for him. And also involved in a separate spin was Eric Jones and Austin Cindric. Wallace parked in front of Noah's pit stall to show his displeasure, but I don't think he saw the replay. Sometimes there's limited visibility in the cars and all that. So... Restart with 27 laps to go with darkness and another round of rain on the way. I think there was like a second cell on the way. Also, it was getting dark. Then with 18 to go, Carson Hocevar spins out, throwing the caution. Then restart with 9 laps to go. And on the restart, Ryan Blaney and Michael McDowell spin out and almost caused a big pileup when they were spinning on the track. Then restart with 4 laps to go, and on 3 laps to go, Keselowski spun out, but NASCAR waited until 2 to go to throw the caution because they were going to see if Keselowski would get back going. But as soon as Brad got his car refired, the caution was thrown. because they were afraid he might get tattooed by another car. So overtime attempt 1, and Christopher Bell sweeps the weekend at New Hampshire. He won the Xfinity race yesterday as of filming this. So a clean sweep for Christopher Bell. So congratulations to Christopher Bell for pulling off that sweep. He gets a lobster, by the way, because that is the race trophy. Put this over here. That was the recap. Now to my personal thoughts. This was a pretty interesting New Hampshire race with the use of the wet weather tires. The drivers have more seat time on those tires in race, aside from testing or other things. So this was a pretty good race for the wet weather tires. I'm assuming the teams know more about what they're going to be dealing with for the next time they potentially use them on a oval. They did use them to start the race at New Hampshire, at Richmond, excuse me. They used them to start the race at Richmond earlier this season. Now they've ended a race with wet weather tires this time, so that's good for the research, I guess. So anyways, if I look like I'm out of breath, that means it's pretty hot over where I am. The air conditioning is pretty struggling. So anyways, that caps off today's post-race sponsor recap video. Next week is the Nashville post-race sponsor recap video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.